Hello, this is Mike with Astrological Ascension, here today to create a video about healing yourself and how it has a global cosmic impact, and it's not selfish to focus on healing yourself. And the title of this video is The Miracle of Healing Yourself for the World. And this is an extremely important topic, and I had to come to a special place to feel energized and grounded enough to speak about this, because it's the crux of my entire spiritual journey. Healing yourself for the world, and how it's actually a miracle. So a lot of people approach their healing journey feeling like it is exclusively theirs, like all of the heaviness and stagnant energies belong to them. It's their responsibility, it's their fault, blame themselves for it. And I wanted to share in this video the most liberating thing I've ever learned is that when you heal yourself, you heal the world. And whenever you think about how many people are in the world that are unable to be present with their emotions, be present with how they feel about themselves, think about how much of a blessing it is for you to feel what you feel and not fight, to be the father and mother unto yourself that you always desired, and to also be the lover unto yourself that you've always desired. Whenever you realize the depths and the magnitude of what a healing journey is capable of shifting in the world, you realize that it's not about you, and that doesn't lessen your pain or what you are going through. It takes it off your shoulders, because humanity's consciousness is a cohesive collective consciousness, and the vast majority of what we feel doesn't belong to us. You just feel it in the collective field. And so, learning to be in a loving relationship with yourself as your own loving mother and father, and the lover that you've always desired, allows those energies a place to feel safe and return to the source through you. And it's a magical process whereby at first you feel like you have to figure it out and do it yourself. But over time you realize that it's effortless to heal. Because as you heal, you realize that as an individual, you can't heal. You can't heal as an individual. The individual is like a dead-end street, and you have to connect to your higher self and let your higher self do it. And the magic of that as a higher self embodiment practice is that you already are your higher self. And that doesn't mean that you have the abilities that an ascended being like Jesus had, but it means that in spirit, your higher self is already what you are. And you just have to love yourself the way that your higher self loves you before you can realize how you are already one. And so the miracle of healing yourself for the world is becoming completely at peace and grateful with your emotions, how you feel, what you're worried about. And as you let those things be okay and just relax and breathe, healing is effortless once you realize that you are your higher self already. And your higher self is feeling these heavy, stagnant, emotional energies of humanity as a whole through you. And you're completely capable of processing them and healing yourself for the world. Because when you make it not just about you singularly, say you were to consecrate your healing for the healing of the world and humanity as a whole, that's whenever your timeline completely shifts and your higher self starts to embody itself as you. And you heal those emotions because you realize that they're not your emotions. That's what you're feeling in the world. You can equally learn to empath your higher self and feel unimaginable joy at being exactly who you are. Exactly what you're experiencing right now this is it. This is what your soul wanted to come here for. Your higher self is so completely, unimaginably perfect that this was all its idea. Like, this is the mind of your higher self, your life, the world. You're a thought in your higher self's mind. And it's so crazy to think that this thought has free will, to think it's not in the mind of its creator. But it has the free will to believe that. And as long as you think that you're that separate self in this dream of a world with things to figure out, all of those heavy emotions are going down a dead-end street. And it's all resolved as soon as you realize that your higher self is you. Your higher self can heal anything instantaneously. And that doesn't mean that, your life instantly changes outwardly and you get the things that you wanted, the things that you've been working on. But it does mean that you're free of the ideas that you're not already the way you're meant to be. And whenever you begin to connect to that, creating your outward life and circumstances is so fun, and it's not like this thing to measure up to and prove to yourself about. It's just play. It's just celebrating what's already complete and real as your higher self, one with everything. And so I hope the video has been just very freeing and healing, because healing yourself is a miracle. Once you do it for the world, once you realize that your healing journey is not just you versus everything, it's you as your higher self healing the world. When your higher self embodies itself as you, when you know who you are, there's absolutely no problem with feeling the way that you feel. There's no problem with feeling sad or depressed one day. I mean, consider the blessing to feel those things and offer them a safe place to not be turned away from spirit, and just to be grateful for them and let them have their way with you. Whenever you let feelings have their way with you, they don't linger, they don't cause so much discord and trouble in your energy field. They just pass. You feel them and they flow through you and everything's fine. There's no fighting. It's all just divine orchestration flowing through the universe as you. And so I really wanted to share this video because healing yourself for the world it's the miracle. It's what light workers were born to do. It's the greatest service that you can offer humanity, independently of your ideas about, what you want to accomplish or create. Your service is your energy field. It's how one with your higher self have you become? How one with effortless feeling, effortless emotional unity can you be? That's the gift. That's service. And so, I hope this has been a great video. Bye.